Hello? Hello? The sound working?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
hear you.
All right, bet. You got a camera?
Yeah, hold on. Hold
Earpods.
Hello?
Yo, yo. What's up, Brody?
What's going on?
Not much, man. Not much. Just got back from working out and stuff.
All right.
Yeah, man. Talk to me, man. What's been going on the charts?
Yeah, I've been following your course, but I kind of got a little confused because I
Okay.
noticed um you know how you set up the Fibonacci's in order to better plot the points and
Yeah,
how to set up the trend lines.
yeah.
I think the way I've been doing it is probably wrong because what happens is when I do it, I miss an entry or I don't catch the entry. And I guess I'm kind of confused about that part of it. And then too, I guess I'm confused on how you catch the entries early. Like that's what I'm confused about. Because
Yeah.
I can catch a move after it go, but I have a hard time catching it before it go.
Shit, catching entries early, to address that question, like it comes from you just being on the charts, you know what I'm saying, at the right time, and then understanding what's happening on the lower time frame and how
Mm.
that's playing a part of the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? So if you can see the bigger picture, like off the daily H4, and then you're able to zoom down and understand how that M15, M5 structure, excuse me, is actually building up that higher time frame picture, that overall picture, then that's when you can actually execute on the lower time frame, understanding that it is a small incremental piece of price that is
Mm-hmm.
going to eventually build up that overall projection and move that you're aiming for. Just understanding that it's going to take more time and it's going to be a lot more fluctuation and a lot more data on that lower time frame.
Okay.
Yeah. And
But
then you,
can you show me some examples on the chart?
yeah, yeah, for sure. What and you say it was Fibs that you was.
Yeah, I'm gonna show. Hold on. You can pull it up on your computer and pull it up on.
Yeah, I could pull it up. Let me see.
Yeah, yeah. I have a hard time with the fibs, and then also too, um, yeah, really mainly setting the trend lines because I thought the way what I normally used to do was look for a bearish move and a bullish move to know it's a true um it's a true uptrend. But I see sometimes like on certain points that you have that you don't look for the both. You just kind of just see the line and kind of go from there. That's why I need more experience knowing how to see those compared to waiting for the bearish and the bullish move to know it's going bullish to create a trend line.
Okay. So what I look for when it comes to, first off, when it comes to like just Fibonacci placement is going to be like main resistance, main support, just based off whatever trend I'm looking for. So like
Mm-hmm.
even when I was getting in these continuations and stuff like that this week, like uh for instance, right? So for instance, it would just be like a Fibonacci point from point A here
Mm-hmm.
and then point B here, because that's where that main support on H4 was made at with that bullish candle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that retrace happened here at 61.8. And then it's just being able, like I said, being able to break that down. Right, being able to break that down and see how you can actually take advantage, like you said, of those certain lines. But those certain lines are actually, like for instance, when I caught this gap down right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I was understanding is that this Fibonacci point, for instance, was from point A to point B right there, right? So point A, point B, I'll show you.
Okay.
So point A,
Mm-hmm.
right, to point B, right?
Okay. So that one right there. Okay. Because it's the lowest point technically.
It's the lowest point, right? Because the lowest point of a tested candle is going to be bearish, followed by a bullish candle that holds that point of support. So it did that here, right? And then it also did that with this bullish candle wicking here, right? So that just lets you know that this was just a retest that happened here, and then it went for that counter trend.
Mm-hmm.
So measuring that counter trend, right?
Mm-hmm.
78.6 means 78.6 is a slow retracement back back down to that negative 27%. So all I got to do then is be able to plot my exhaustion zone, just like we was taught, along that PRZ level, right? Since that's a true lower high point, true PRZ level, right? And it gives you also like some type of trend line opportunity as well, right? So you could put that on there and you could just see how that starts to line up along that PRZ. And then we just start breaking it down even further. Right. And here you could start kind of see like we had this triple top action along
Mm-hmm.
up here. Right. So when I was seeing all of this happen, right, I had my exhaustion zone already plotted. Right. And I'm playing off, like you say, off the line, off my exhaustion zone. So I got 78.6 that already came and got touched again. Right. After we made a lower low here. So just structure wise now, right? Structure wise, we understand that we have a high point, we have a low point, right? We mark off that low point. Right, boom. From that point, we got these two candles that went bearish. They gave us a new low, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
signal signs of bearish momentum, right? And then it came back up, gave us a retracement here, right? That's 100% retracement here that was respected on the bottom side of our exhaustion. Also, a point C point, right? Point A, point B, and then point C, far as a trend line opportunity, right? And then it came back up and respected again. And even if you're looking at these bullish candles here, like, well, it made a higher low in this sense, it's like, yeah, but overall, we're still seeing main bearish momentum being held up, right, at 78.6. We know where we're coming from the higher time frame. And then these bullish candles are real small, like they're skinny. It's not a lot of volume in them. So just understanding your candlestick anatomy, you would have just been waiting for that that bullish pressure to actually get out of the market, right? And once that happened, right, somewhere up in this area, right, I was on the 1 minute time frame waiting on that exhaustion to get hit again. Right. And even on the 1 minute, right, you can plot some type of counter trend line here. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And even seeing how the market was playing off of things, right, I was able to actually catch an entry off the 1 minute soon as it touched the bottom of my exhaustion here and it started making like sexy candles along that. Boom, I got in, and then market closed, and then when market opened, it gapped down, and I would have been up, 160 pips, but I let it retrace. Well, not I let it. I didn't see I wasn't paying attention. I was on Instagram and shit, like, so by the time I seen it, it was like 6:04. So by the
Mm-hmm.
time I seen it, it was like 1, 2, 3, 4. So it was doing all of this shit. And I was just cool with $1,000 at that point. So, I just cut it, and then it kept retracing, right? So just monitoring the retrace here, right? But at the same time, we knew there was a gap, and just understanding how I was taught, gaps have to be filled at some point in time, right? So I'm anticipating the gap being filled, right? Just to show you how I set up the moves for today. Damn, what the fuck this shit keep doing it? But yeah, so from there, right, you can plot some type of counter trend line if you want, if it makes you comfortable, right? Biggest thing I was seeing tracking, and biggest thing that's important here, right, when you're dealing with current market price, is seeing where that main support is, right? So even though we're on the indice, we got to be on the lower time frame, but I still know where I'm coming from. I still know I'm coming from an overall downtrend, right, from my higher time frame. I still know that this is my overall exhaustion point up here, right? I still just caught this move coming down, right? So I'm expecting some type of retracement, right? But in the sense, this is still a lower high point compared to this high, right? So I'm understanding all of that, right? And I'm understanding that like this is still testing my 50% level, right? So when it came up here and started wicking, that's cool. I let it do what it do. I wasn't tripping. And then when that shit came back and double bottom came back up, then that's when I took that sell again, right? And took it down, right?
So question. So you pretty much use your counter trend lines to kind of help you gauge kind of like the direction.
The momentum.
Okay.
Because direction is coming from the higher time frame, but on the lower time frame, I'm using those counter trend lines, especially when I'm on my entry time frames, to gauge momentum, because I don't want to see a lot of drawdown. And the name of the game is precision. That's when you can really start upping your lots. That's when, like, because your consistency is gonna really come from you being able to catch those 100 pips, those 150 pips, right? And understand what that looks like with a comfortable lot size from you, right? And then once you're able to do that, it's like, okay, how can I start maximizing things? And that's going to take me up in my lot size, but that's going to take me seeing a certain level of precision. So your mindset is going to shift from actually being able to catch those 100 pips, right? Because now that's on auto, right? You know you can catch 100 pips, 150 pips, right? So now it's going to be about controlling your losses and understanding your risk management, right? So how does that work? That comes with a certain level of precision, which is what we're doing now, right? Being able to dive into the details and understand why we're doing what we're doing, and having reasons to really risk and scale the way we do, right? So we do that to be able to tighten our stop loss. So now, instead of me risking 100 pips, you know what I'm saying, 1,000, you might see me use a 0.15, right? Or 0.1, right? And, everybody's rule is like, 100 points, 1,000 pips per, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, that ratio that you're going for. Me, because of my level of precision, I can give myself 20 pips on US30. I can give myself 30 pips because I'm on M1. You know what I'm saying? I'm on M1. So it's like I can find out a lot faster if I'm wrong, and then be able to wait and be cool and let it do what it's going to do, and then re-enter if I need to, and still be able to make. Because if I lose 200, that's $400 out in loss in 2 trades. But then I catch the full fucking move for my usual 100 pips, right? I'm still profit $600. You see what I'm saying? So it's like that's where you start to actually understand risk management. And you understand, like, okay, how can I just control my level of precision? Like, fuck the greed, fuck the emotions and all that other shit. Because at this point, I got enough equity, I got enough cushion to where I can use the lots that I want to see good days. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's 50 pips or 100 pips, that's more than I would make out a job, right? So that's the grounding level right there. And then from that perspective, it's just about wanting to have good quality trades with good precision, like good entries, not wanting to see a lot of drawdown. Like, I don't want to get into a trade and then I'm in consolidation for fucking 4 hours, 5 hours. Sometimes it's gonna happen. Like, sometimes you just can't do nothing about it, right? But most of the time, like, you want to try to control it and be as patient as you can to enter with a level of precision to where you're getting in with full momentum. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like, I don't like trading against the moving averages on lower time frames. Like, say like everything is looking up right for that sale that we was just looking at, but then moving averages on that lower time frame is pointing straight the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have waited just because at some data within the picture, right, is still bullish in a sense because of that main momentum. You know what I mean? And sometimes I miss, you know what I mean, 1 minute moves and I have to wait and enter on M15 or something like that, just because of how fast the move happens. And like you say, trusting looking at moving averages because they're still a lagged indicator. You know what I mean? But more times than not, if you trade against the moving averages on the lower time frame, like it's gonna be a lot of consolidate because you're still going against a certain level of momentum that's the opposite direction. You know what I'm saying? So just being more knowledgeable of those things and then how they can work in your favor and understanding when you should be using certain tools is what's really gonna create your edge and stuff like that after you already gained your consistency at catching your usual number of pips.
Okay. Okay. So when you use your moving averages on your lower time frames to pretty much give you, I guess, confirmation, like in the direction. I know you said they lag, but you kind of use them as confirmation to help you know, okay, hey, the market going, you know, it's a sell. Even though I know they're gonna be like a couple,
Yeah,
maybe a couple.
especially with that move I had caught, where I was telling you I caught, well, I wasn't telling you, I was telling everybody. I had caught that move off for US30.
Which one today? Yeah, you sent it to me. I seen it.
I caught two. Yeah. I caught, well, the one I sent you was this one. And then I just caught this earlier before I went to the gym. But this one came from is the moving average still up there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is what it came from. Literally, like, hold on, what's that? That's the 23rd. No. No, it's the 3rd. I'm tripping. Wednesday. Yeah. What's that? 6 o'clock. Yep. No. 6. Hold on. Let me go to the hour so I can be precise. 7. Yep. I got it right here.
Okay.
This is what I was gonna tell you because this is what I told CJ, right? So I told CJ, my boy that I have tagged in and stuff on the move, is we were talking about it. He came over my crib probably yesterday at like what time we was gonna go get food. We left to go get food at like 9. So he came over like 8. So at 8, right? Like 7, 8, all of this is happening, right? All of this is happening. 6, 7, 8. So he come over, he like, Ronte, you been trading? And I'm like, yeah. Like I caught, 3K, whoop type stuff. And he was like, okay, I'm waiting on the retest. And I was just like, me too. And I was like, he was like, I think I'm about to get ready to enter now or some shit. And I was just like, no, you gotta wait until it come back and hit the MA because the MA is gonna be flat. And I said that's gonna give you the perfect opportunity for a stop loss. And MT5, I have exhaustion zones already on there to where soon, like I just showed you, soon as it come out that exhaustion zone, bro, I'm in it. You know what I'm saying? So basically it went and tapped up in my exhaustion zone. And when that shit came down below this MA, bro, I entered. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as I entered, bro, like everything else was just but I use the MA when it's flat like that as a stop loss. That's what I was saying. Like I use it as a stop loss because that's when the market is on pause. Like you can see a lot of consolidation and stuff like that. So like I said, I already knew we was on coming from, lower lows, lower highs. So when they made that low, boom, it ain't nothing but what? A counter trend coming. So boom, steep counter trend, scare a lot of people out their orders, whatever. But at the same time, if you're technically sound, right, and you understand structure, you understand that this area is not broken, right? You understand that area is just being tested, bullish, bearish, right? So once that area happens right there, same thing. All you do is blow it up, right? Blow the wicks up. Boom. We go back down to M15, start breaking stuff down, right? We got a bearish harmony pattern right there on M15. So, right, square that off. Boom, down to M5. Right, you get down to M5, you start looking at certain levels of support right here. Right, boom. And that's all I need to see, right? That little lower high that happens here. Once that lower high happens here, boom, I can enter there, right? Stop loss, short here, right at the close, boom.
You said stop loss is where?
I'm about to show you, hold on. Right above my
previous. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's above the previous, but it's also outside my trend line. So that's outside the fluctuation area more than anything. And then, you know, we saw it on the 1 hour. So our TP is based off the 1 hour. So, or previous support, whichever hits first. You know what I'm saying? And then even if, like you say, fib it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fibbing it up is just point A, point B. Bring this down. Point A. Let me show you. Point A right there.
Mm-hmm.
Point B right there.
Mm-hmm.
Point C, 8.6 again. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm not doing nothing crazy. Like I'm doing what I do, like what I was taught to do. Like use your fibs, use what moves you move. And when it's a smooth trend like this, you ride the fucking trend. You don't try to counter trend. You don't try to, because most of the pips is coming from the downtrend right now. So I'm not gonna be trying to catch these short ass buys and get caught in all this shit trying to buy, because you're gonna get frustrated because it's gonna go up, but you ain't gonna be able to hold shit because it's gonna consolidate. And then when that bearish pressure come in, it's coming to take you the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta make sure that overall with everything that you trading with the trend and you using your tools to be able to understand when the momentum is in your favor, and then having the confidence in your technicals to execute off your technicals when the momentum is in your favor.
Okay. Can you go back to the 5 minute, 1 minute and show like what was like your confirmation to get in? I know you said you seen because I remember you said you had support right there. And then you said you waited for the candle. What did you
This
right there?
candlestick setup right here. That's a Harami pattern. That's a bearish reversal pattern.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, I don't know all the individual, I don't know the patterns. That's why I was looking because
No, I'll send you some. I'll send you some. That's cool. That's cool.
okay.
And that's what you could do for homework, bro. Is just really, you know, day one stuff, you know, study
the pattern.
candlestick patterns. I'll send you some more stuff on Fibonacci. And have you watched my video in the checkmate section on Fibonacci?
Which the old one or the new one?
Nah, I got one video in the checkmate section. It's like labeled Fibonacci, and I go over like all the Fibonacci, how I use it and everything, like a couple setups, all that stuff.
Yeah, I watched that video. I changed my points on there, to the
Settings and stuff. That's good. Okay, that's what I was gonna ask next. Yeah, as long as your settings line up and stuff, that's what's
yeah.
up.
But can you could have caught so you didn't catch the move to the right, did you? Right there, because I see like you could have caught it to the right too over here.
Where?
Hold on, I can't.
Over here?
No, go back right there. So you see over there where you caught the entry at on the opposite side over here where you caught
Right here?
Yeah, because you could have caught. You could have.
Yeah, this could have been a nice scaling opportunity. Yeah, I didn't scale in right here. Because my entry was right here. So when that shit came back up towards my entry, I just let it do what it do, because you know what I mean. Like this shit literally could have did all of this. This shit could have did this. Boom, 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 came up. Boom, still stayed in structure and then started dropping. You know what I'm saying? So I just hold my stop loss. You know what I mean? Like I don't think twice about it.
Okay.
Yeah, so but no, this would have been a good scaling. See, I maxed out up here, so I didn't want to put another entry to put stress on my account. Like I like being comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just let it do what it do. Like I was watching it for sure. You know what I'm saying? I was definitely watching it, especially like up in here. I was definitely watching it. But like once it respected, it kept respecting this area that's right here.
Mm-hmm.
I just dragged that over and it respected that on the 1 minute. So
Mm-hmm.
then, boom. And all that does, honestly, is just help me with my confidence. Like, for one, I know my technicals is on point. I know I can trust my stop loss areas. And then for two, when I'm ready to start scaling in, these are going to be like prime scaling areas. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm already used to holding through this shit. So me adding another order is not going to be, I ain't going to be tripping. You know what I mean? And then all that's going to do is turn this, 184 pip move, it's going to times to it,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, but no, that's a great scaling opportunity. Anywhere in this area would have been a great scaling opportunity here, or waiting until it got underneath the MA here and getting in at like the top of this wick. And that's why candlestick anatomy is so important, man, because even with this move, I zoomed out to the daily just to see what the momentum was, and that daily wick candle was pulling back so so much. You know what I'm saying? I was seeing the momentum like pull back so much. It just confirmed that I can hold for a certain amount of time and not trip about where my order was or anything like that. So that's why I say you got to be able to go to different time frames and understand momentum and how it plays a part of what you're trying to do with the markets at that point in time. You know what I'm saying? Because you could think like on one time frame everything's going a certain way, and then on a higher time frame it just start pushing a whole different type of way, and you don't know why or nothing, but because you're so stuck on the lower time frames or a certain time frame, you know. So just being able to understand those things and put the puzzle together is what's going to help you understand how to maintain when you should be scaling, when you should be doing certain things, and when you should not, you know, when you shouldn't be exposing your account at all, you know.
Okay. Another question. I see when you that point that you made your first support. Anytime, I guess, when you have a bearish and bullish, that's your first form of support, and that's where you always go look for it.
Exactly. That's the first support. First form of resistance is bullish, bearish.
Okay.
Yep. So like something like this right here, bullish, bearish. That's gonna be your first level of resistance. I mean, and then support is always gonna be bearish, bullish, like this. Bearish, bullish here, bearish, bullish here. It came down. Bearish, bullish here, like bearish, bullish here. Like those are gonna be your tests of support. Test of resistance, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So, and the price would have came up and broke above that, and that would have been bullish, but it closed below. I mean, so because it made a bearish candle, that it's respecting it, even though it's over the line.
Yup, it's gonna respect that. That lets you know it respects that price. You know what I'm saying? It could wick up there or whatever, but wherever it closes at, if it come back and closes at that line or below it, then it's just a test. It tested that high. It didn't break or go above or nothing like that. It's just a test. You know what I'm saying?
So you use two. So it like you use two ways of entry. The one way you use is the MMA, and the other way you use is the Fibonacci, like double ways of entry. But one is just a little bit less.
Got so many ways of entering, bro. Like it ain't even just two. You know what I'm saying? I can enter off my trend line. I can enter off my counter trend line. I can enter off my MAs. You know, I can enter off exhaustion zones. I can enter just off candlestick anatomy alone and price action. You know what I'm saying? So I just like the fact that I have all these tools, so that way it just makes me that much more precise. That's why everybody's like, yo, how are you able to get these wick entry or these kind of entry? I have all these tools and I understand how to use them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you understand how to use them. It's like, bro, how can you build a house? You know what I mean? Like it's because I understand the tools. You know, when I have it, I can build that bitch from the floor, from the blueprint to the floor to everything else. And that's what I'm even doing with this account. Like I took the account from $122 to 5,500 in 2 weeks. Then I withdrew it back down to 1,800. And this week I got it from 1,800, 1,850 to 8,000. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the system is there. It's just applying it, being able to like you said, have all the tools to really understand how do you need to go about your plan, and then what's your goal. You know what I'm saying? Like my goal was to get the account, you know what I mean, to 10K before I withdraw again, because I just withdrew at 5K. So now this time and I'm gonna withdraw at 10K, and then next time I'm gonna withdraw 15. Then I'm gonna withdraw 20. You know what I mean? Just building a ladder for yourself, building goals for yourself, so that way you stay focused on that, and then that way each individual trade doesn't seem as significant. You see what I'm saying? Like you don't put a lot of emotion or a lot of emphasis behind just one trade, because you know it's going to take you a bunch of trades to get to whatever that number is, that profit goal is. And that so at that point the mindset becomes stacking good trades back to back, good quality trades, making sure you closing out in profits, whether it's, you know, what my goal for instance is 100 pips, 150 pips, 200 pips, close out, you know what I mean, around there. And then what was the other thing? And then from there, just making sure that, damn, I had it. What was the other thing? Oh, your weekly goals, stacking your weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to make sure I'm putting together good trading weeks, week after week. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to have a good Monday through Thursday and then lose it all on Friday. You know what I'm saying? They have to start over. Or I don't want to have a good motherfucking Monday through Friday and then fuck up on Sunday the next week and then gotta build it all the way back. You know what I'm saying? Like shit
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? So just
yeah. I
making
didn't did that before.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like just making sure I'm using those experiences though, like the things that I've been because I've done all those things before. So it's like just making sure that I use these experiences, I use the lessons, you know, that I've taken and I apply it, you know what I mean? So that way we can just continue to be 1% better, you know, every day. You know, because slow motion is better than no motion. And that's what I was just telling my homie Ill Town Trucker. Is like because he always tell me this saying is like, yo, take the low hanging fruit. You know what I mean? Like make it easy. And the low hanging fruit really comes from you keeping the account beefed up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like not really withdrawing, you know, like really beefing the account up and making sure that you have enough cushion to where when opportunities present themselves, these
okay.
100%, these point C points on trend lines and these perfect counter trend breaks, you know what I mean? Like you can really take advantage of it and lock the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And even if you don't want to hold the whole move, you don't have to because you're using more risk, so you're gonna see more profit quicker.
Yeah.
What I'm saying? And that's what it's about, bro. Is just stacking what you used to seeing and beating the job. So that way you can use your time, use your energy as a vehicle to fund your other passions and the other things that you want to do. Right. And just have a sense of clarity. Like you don't have to be pressured to move by other people's emotions. You don't have to be pressured to move by money. You know what I mean? Like, and then you can really start to think about your burn rate far as like, you know, how long can I maintain my lifestyle and not have to touch money and not have to, you know, do certain things or not have to work. You know what I mean? Like, how long can I sustain my lifestyle if I was to not trade, if I was to not do nothing, just shut it all down? Like, because that's what we got to start thinking about as we getting older. You know what I'm saying? It's setting up generations and setting up our families and things like that. So just using that and structuring that in every point of your life. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like, and that's why like I try to mirror that as an example. You know, that's why like I try to make sure I'm in the gym, make sure I'm reading different books, you know, and make sure you know I'm catching profit and catching pips. You know what I'm saying? So that way, like y'all can see it as an example. It's like, yeah, you know, he's living his truth, and this is something that you know I could mirror. I could do that, my version of it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all it is. Like take the wisdom, take the knowledge, right? Use it and apply it, and then touch your family. You know what I'm saying? Touch your friends and spread the knowledge and teach one. You know what I mean? And put them on game and you know you become and that's what you want to do. You want to get to the point where you become an educator, and even if it's not to the point where like you I gotta build a course and do all this other stuff, but to reach a point in your craft where you can educate people
Mm-hmm.
means that you're very knowledgeable, you know what I'm saying, and very well respected. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's like that's what you should be aiming for. You know what I mean? It's to teach somebody, even if it's your little cousin, whoever, because also teaching it is what's gonna help you reciprocate the information. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna actually be able to sit with it and then regurgitate it back to people and all of these things. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so and that's important. You know, especially using a certain vernacular where other people can understand what you're talking about. Like get your thoughts across,
Yeah.
right? And it not be fluff. You know what I mean? Like because people can really see through the bullshit. You know, yeah,
That's
like
true.
people can see through it, man. Like people can tell if you really doing what you're doing or not because you're gonna be able to explain everything that you do. You're gonna
That's
have a
true.
reason for everything that you do. You know what I'm saying? And people that are unsure, they're just gonna be like, oh, it's gonna go up here and do this, and it's gonna go down, and it's gonna do this little thing here, and then you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
and then whole time they not trading or they trading demo or you know some yeah, man. So we
Yeah.
just I like real authenticity, man, and I like to live in my truth. So it's like, you know, that's why I don't really market a lot. Like I market myself, but I don't market, you know, my services or anything like that a lot. Just because like I want people that's gradually um have a love for the skill and have a love for their mindset and want to get better in their mindset and their craft, gravitate towards me. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And then we build a genuine relationship and off of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause that I feel like that's what it's about. And
Yeah.
that's why I got in the niche. That's why I started offering these kind of services. Is just so that way, I can help where need be, and I can be somebody that can listen. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of times traders don't have anybody to talk to or to go to, as far as like just understanding their thought process, or understanding how they want to map out their life with this trading thing and stuff like that, or sometimes a lot of people are just scared and don't understand how to navigate through their emotions when dealing with it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it's like it's a lot of things that go into it, but most of the time, understanding is what's gonna get people through. Seeking understanding, wanting to always be a student of their craft, and then really putting the work in, bro. Like really putting the work in, and understanding this is gonna be a snowball effect. So it's gonna build throughout the month. Like each session is gonna get thicker, it's gonna get bigger. Like we're gonna dive deeper into the craft and to the candles, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Pause, and we're gonna, you know what I mean? Like really, really get active, you know what I'm saying? Because I expect a lot out of the people I work with, bro. Like even from, I know you be seeing people that I post that send me charts, and even people in the Discord. Like I expect a lot out of y'all. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I put a lot into the course.
Mhm.
So the value is there, and if you really go through the value and really seek understanding, you'll come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything that you want out of this, and the big days and everything you want is right around the corner. It's just a mindset that separates you from, you know, blowing the account or growing the account.
Yeah.
It's a mindset thing, bro. But let's tap back in. What's today? Thursday. Let's tap back in Monday. Let's get a fresh market time,
Okay.
and then same time work for you on Monday.
Let me check. Let me see my schedule.
Okay.
I probably had to check my schedule and see what looking like for next week. Yeah.
Okay.
Change. Let me see. Hold on. Can you know you're not able to do it in the morning, are you?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
I,
yeah. I prefer early in the morning. Honestly, like as soon as I get up,
what time? Because I mean, I gotta be to work at 10, but I can be up
we
and
could
you
do we could do let's do 9.
okay, that'll work. Yeah, I'll just get to work early. That way I had to
Okay.
probably bring my laptop.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do 9. We'll do 9 and
Okay.
knock it out. Over the weekend though, I want you to do four, matter of fact, 4 transitional setups. So I want you to find the uptrend,
Mhm.
track it, and then find your first sell opportunity. And then the
Okay.
same, I want you to find the downtrend, wait till break a structure and stuff, and then find your first buy opportunity. And I want you to do 4 of those.
Okay, so you said uptrend, downtrend. Said find the uptrend. Pretty much like how we got up here. You want me to find the
Yep.
pretty much just mark it up like how you got right here.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Like find the uptrend, wait for the uptrend to break, find the first selling opportunity, boom. Find the downtrend, wait for the first buy opportunity, find buy opportunity, boom. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Another sell opportunity, boom. Like that's how I want you to, and I want you to flow with it. So transitional setups.
Okay.
That's what these are called. Okay.
Okay.
And I want you to study your candlestick anatomy. I'm gonna send you some candlestick patterns that you can study over the weekend. I want you to study those too.
Okay.
All right. And then have you read The Way of the Turtle by Curtis Faith?
I'm actually reading that now. That's why when you said the edge,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I picked up
Yeah,
on that. I'm
yeah,
reading that
you know
now.
where I'm getting stuff from. Cool. So look, write down some notes over the weekend, and let's go over some notes from the book too. All right.
Okay.
All right, bet, bro. I'll see you on Monday.
All right, no problem.
All right, bet.